And today we have exciting news because Canva has introduced comic strips. Um, I got the email, they introduced it today, so if you're watching this later down the road, I'm excited because it's brand new today. I got the email, I was like, yeah, that's cool. Like, I don't make a lot of comic strips, like, especially digitally, but like, let me just check it out. These are awesome. So I'm just gonna run through some of their templates that they have and how you can use them and why I think they're so fantastic. So, first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to search for comic strips. And this is a good time to say if you do not have a Canva Pro membership, you are going to want to have one. That way you have access to all of the amazing templates they have and all the elements and fonts, ability to like change the size of things if you need to. You want Canva Pro. If you don't currently have a Canva Pro account, I have a free trial for it down in the show notes. So go ahead and grab that. It just gives you free access to Canva Pro, so you can try it out. You can make as many designs as you want using Canva Pro features for your free trial, and then decide if you want to keep Canva Pro or not. I love it. I use it all the time, so I suggest having it, but you can make that decision for yourself. So grab a free trial of Canva Pro down in the show notes, and then you can check out all. So grab a Canva free pro trial. You can then check out everything that it has to offer with these templates. So once you have that set up, just search for comic strips within their templates. If you just click on templates here, and if you click on it, then we wait for it to load. All you have to do is then wait for it to load, and then search for comic strips, and it will pop right up here. Okay, so then once you've clicked into that, you will then see all of the amazing templates that they have to offer. So you can either start with a blank one. All of the templates will then, as I'll show you, pop up on the left. So if you just want to start with a blank one, that's totally fine too. But you can also then just like go ahead and pick a template that you want to start off with. You can change it. So you don't feel like you're choosing a template and then you have to, be married to it. You can then change it. But look at all of these really, really fun templates we have going on here. So many. So they introduced this, and it's clear they've been working on this for a while. They didn't just introduce it and say this is a work in progress. Like they really created a lot of amazing templates for us to take advantage of straight out of the gate, which is fantastic. So let's go ahead and pick one, and I'll kind of show you, what happens when you actually are going to then customize a comic strip. So let's pick this otter one right here. Give it time to load. So let's go ahead and pick a template. Let's like pick this otter one here. And once I open the template, it will create a new design for you. Wait for it to load. And once I go ahead and pick one, it will open it up in a new design here for you. And first thing you'll notice is that you will have the main templates for this design here on the side. If I were to click out of that, I now have access to all of those templates that we saw on the main page. So don't worry, you can switch up your design, mid-process if you decide you don't like this template or something like that. But for now, we are going to utilize this otter template here. So once you have it pulled up, you have a lot of options, right? So you can customize all of this text. So create your own little story here. You can change the title, you can change the fonts. So let's say even, a simple change. Let's say I want to change the font. I have a really quick way of doing that. Let's say I want to change the background color. We can just go ahead and pick a new background, anything that we want that looks cute. You can decide what you want to do. And let's say you make a storyline and your otters aren't, these facial expressions aren't jiving with your new storyline. That's totally cool. If you scroll down to the very bottom, they have different facial expressions that you can choose, and they have different body positions for your little otter guys. So this varies from template to template. So we'll look at some other ones. They come with different types of elements depending on what can be customized within the template. So just keep that in mind, but a lot of them, they do provide additional elements you can use for further customization. And as you can see here, you can also create your own just from scratch. So that is really cool. So let's take a look at a couple of other templates and just see what they have to offer when it comes to elements. So like for this one, as you can see, we have the emotions, we have other little illustrations, and we have those speech bubbles. We also have objects like a couch, and it looks like a picture frames and wall hangings and stuff like that. So it really depends, which template you choose will then determine, which kind of elements it will give you access to, right? So this one has more kind of like colorful little creatures, and this one, let's take a look at this one. This one's pretty fun. So we have all these little guys, kind of like would be a good one if you're trying to do a presentation about teaching emotions or something like that. This one's really great. We have a lot of really good emotions going on here. So, as I kind of alluded to, these comic strips can be really great for so many different purposes. Like if you're a teacher and you want to create a comic strip as a fun way to engage your students in a lesson, this can be really fantastic. If you want to make just like a straight comic strip, like you're really interested in making comics, this is a great option. If you want to make cards, this is a really fun way to make cards, and just like have these little characters and create your own little customized messages that you can send to people. I'm in love with Canva Pro and Canva, and this is just taking it to the next level. Whenever they roll out a new template and design, I love to dive into it. And I think these comics are absolutely fantastic and a really great way to, create more creative work. So I would say definitely jump into Canva, take a look at what the comic strips have to offer and how you can customize them to your needs. All right, so that is Canva comic strips. Go have fun with it. Please subscribe to Adventures with Art. I will see you next time.